waste no time here in her second opportunity to become the AAW Women's Champ as she's just dragged onto the stage by the Havok Death Machine.
Jessicka Havok not falling for that one. Statlander tried to bring it to her early, but the Havok Death Machine said, "No, I'm not ready."
Last month at the Logan Square Auditorium, Statlander and Havok main evented the night. Havok had the fight of her life against Statlander. Statlander within an eyelash of becoming the AAW Women's Champ. Got caught quickly.
Jessicka Havok.
Just like she got caught with that killer combo there by Havok.
Absolutely. Jessicka Havok looking to end it very early here.
Jessicka Havok, the inaugural AAW Women's Champion, lost the belt, was able to get herself back to the championship picture, won the championship yet again, and now here we are, the most dominant force in the AAW Women's Division, taking on the hottest prospect AAW has seen not only in the Women's Division, but overall in quite some time. Kris Statlander, we can't forget, she's gone toe-to-toe with the Callahan Death Machine before in the past.
One of the absolute best matches of 2019. If you haven't seen it already, go out of your way to watch it.
Available for free on YouTube.
That had the fans at the Logan Square Auditorium in a buzz afterwards. All I did talk about was Kris Statlander. That was absolutely her defining moment, no pun intended, here at AAW. But right now, you said it, one of the most dominant forces in AAW history, Jessicka Havok.
Havok's gone toe-to-toe with some of the very best, not only in the women's division, but I've seen her have Bourbon Street fights herself. I've seen her brawl over every venue that AAW's ever ran as she gets caught with that front drop kick from Kris Statlander.
Kris Statlander would love nothing more than to become the AAW Women's Champion, putting her name on a very small list of some of the greatest female talents in the history of the business.
Tope Suicida discombobulating that guardrail.
Sending Havok into that guardrail. Like you said, it absolutely came apart. Ring announcer Jimmy D almost getting the business end of that guardrail there. Be careful down there, Jimmy.
And now Statlander feeling it, has this faithful crowd here at 115 Bourbon Street on her side. Havok, though, realizing Statlander's taking way too much time, choke slams her onto the unforgiving ring apron.
Statlander dropped completely to the floor after that. Ooh, sickening thud on that ring apron. Unforgiving. Good words there, Tyler. That is a very unforgiving part of the ring. And right now, Havok spending some time jaw-jacking with the fans. Kris Statlander, an absolute favorite here. The power behind those kicks, unmatched.
There's one thing you need to know about Jessicka Havok, because that's something she doesn't play around with. She'll hit you hard, and she hits with the intent to hurt every single time.
Now Havok.
Lunging in!
Oh, huge kick.
Yakuza kick. From Jessicka Havok, Statlander just crashing down to the floor. Statlander's in a bad, bad way. I think she might have bit off a little bit more than she can chew here in the second go-around with Jessicka Havok. Oh, watch out for that pull! Statlander face first.
Havok directing traffic and sending Statlander right into that post. Make no mistake about it, Jessicka Havok has her fans here in AAW. They've witnessed the Havok Death Machine do a whole lot of damage.
Statlander just sent in the guardrails yet again.
Tyler, it doesn't feel like Kris Statlander's really gotten out of the gate here. She tried that attack at the opening of the match.
You know, I think she came in with that one game plan. I think her game plan was, I'm going to ambush Jessicka Havok. I'm going to start this match hot and heavy, and she's not going to see me coming from a mile away. Well, Havok had her scouted. There's a reason why she's a current and former AAW Women's Champion.
That's right, she had Statlander scouted. And right now, Statlander might just be absolutely rattled, and whatever the backup plan is, it might be all for naught right now. Jessicka Havok.
Looking for that pile driver on the ring apron. If she hits this, it's going to be lights out for Statlander. Oh, God. Vicious forearm strike from Jessicka Havok. Levels the challenger.
Oh, wait a second.
Kick.
Precarious position for Havok.
Able to get that boot up. Sends her crashing down to the mat, and now on the floor. Statlander creating some distance. Now Statlander full steam ahead. Low-level missile dropkick sends Jessicka Havok into the guardrail. And the challenger, kickflip moonsault to the floor.
Beautiful precision, landing right on top of Jessicka Havok.
The acrobatics of Kris Statlander paying dividends right now as she picks the champion up, throws her back into the ring.
And right now, Kris Statlander hoping to take advantage of a weakened Jessicka Havok.
Gets the ropes with a scissors kick to the lumbar. Only able to get the 2.
Good positioning. You take away the lower back of Jessicka Havok. Hopefully you take away some of those throws she might do on you.
Those throws, let's not forget she's known for that tombstone pile driver. You can't pick the opponent up. You're not going to put him in a dangerous position.
You name it, she's beating him with that tombstone pile driver. And right now Statlander going up top. No stranger to the top rope.
Statlander high rent district. Oh, gets caught in a power bomb. Now Havok with the cover. Havok still the champ. No, Statlander out at 2.
Just barely kicks out, does Kris Statlander. Jessicka Havok seems a little bit surprised that she was able to kick out, crashing down with that power bomb.
And now Havok thinking, what more do I have to do? I had her game plan scouted. I'm throwing my A game at her right now, but Statlander's taking it all and then some, kicking out at 2 time and time again. And now Perch hoisted onto the shoulders. No, go behind there by Statlander. Throws a heavy line. Havok able to duck it, gets the boot up. Kick and a round kick to the back of the head. Statlander sent reeling into the corner.
Did you see her head after that kick? Oh, here we go.
And now Havok charging in. Hellacious kick, number 1. Makes it 2.
Havok continually jaw-jacking with some fans in the front row.
And now,
perhaps she should keep her eye on the prize here.
Oh, took it a little bit too much time. Statlander able to break the code.
And now Statlander
charges in with a European uppercut. And now Statlander using that agility to her advantage. She catches her with the knee strike.
You don't want to be too close to Jessicka Havok, and I think Kris Statlander's figured that out. Anytime she's too close, Havok returns with some sort of a clothesline, a kick, or something like that. Keep her on the run. You might have a chance here.
Havok ducks that round kick, pushes Statlander into the ropes. Statlander gets that waist lock, or Havok with a waist lock go behind rather. Statlander able to find her way out. Round kick to the temple. Now to the back of the head. Havok sent reeling. Statlander full steam ahead. Shotgun knees to the back. And now Statlander with the cover. Are we looking at a new champ? No, Havok out at 2.
It's going to take a lot more than that to put the champ away, and I think Kris Statlander realizes that. I like her attack right there. Strike and then get away from Jessicka Havok. Those knees to the back. I think she's going to do a whole lot more like that to put the champ away.
Now Statlander in control of this contest, realizing she's that shark in the water. She smells that blood. She knows that I can put Jessicka Havok away right now. I could become the AAW Women's Champion. All I have to do is stay focused on this attack. All I have to do is stay on Jessicka Havok.
Look at this. Statlander has Jessicka Havok up on the top. Perhaps thinking superplex rather. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Both athletes jockeying for position on that top rope.
Rana time.
Oh, Statlander looking for a Hurricane Rana.
Wait a second, Kris trying to get up there.
Havok, though, able to catch her. Oh, no! Powerbomb off the top. Havok with the cover. Still champ. No, Statlander out at 2.
Statlander somehow able to kick out.
Grisly landing for Statlander to say the least. But the fact that she's fighting for the AAW Women's Championship here, realizing I had my shot before. They gave me a shot again tonight. I might not get another one, realizing she has to have that heart to kick out at 2.
And right now, Jessicka Havok perhaps thinking it is time to wrap this up. Wait a second. Oh.
Looking for that tombstone instead. Roll up there by Statlander. No, only gets the 2. Back up to her feet.
Kris Statlander has to avoid that tombstone at all costs.
Beautiful savant kick followed up by a discus lariat. Takes Jessicka Havok down. And now Statlander heading up to that high rent district.
Most certainly is. Going up top. Jessicka Havok popped right up. Look at that. The champ playing possum popped right up. And now she has got Kris Statlander in a bad way. Ooh.
Repeated strikes here from Havok, but Statlander following with a couple of her own.
She's fighting for her life up there, Tyler.
Oh! Sends her crashing to the mat. Statlander has the champion down. Can she capitalize?
And right now, Statlander.
Statlander perched on that top rope. Oh! From Statlander with the cover. We got a new champ. We got a new champ.
9 minutes, 31 seconds. Your winner and